Hey, what's going on, guys? The Horror Man back with a monthly themed Thursday review of Shin Godzilla. This month's theme for Monthly Theme Thursday is Godzilla. Every Thursday throughout this month, Jason and I are each reviewing a different Godzilla movie. This week, I decided to go with what is sort of a controversial pick for me personally. Released in 2016, Shin Godzilla is hailed by many to be one of the greatest Godzilla films ever made. I, on the other hand, do not necessarily agree. I do like it, a lot in fact. But Shin Godzilla would not even make my top 5, let alone top 10 favorite Godzilla movies. Meanwhile, many other people have it in their top 3, if not number 1. For years, I heard how fantastic this was. People would not stop talking about it. That's a good thing, regardless of how I feel about it. I want people to promote movies they love. That's what we all should be doing. Positivity is much preferred over negativity. I will never not appreciate someone promoting a movie they love. In fact, I think we should all strive to do that more often. I will say, with the release of Godzilla -1 last year, which I reviewed earlier this month, the hype for Shin Godzilla has sort of deflated. Fans still love it, but -1 has taken that spot on the mantle. Now, full disclosure, I had never actually seen Shin Godzilla until after I watched Godzilla -1. As a matter of fact, I watched them on the same day, almost back to back. Maybe it's because I watched -1 first that Shin Godzilla did not blow me away. Again, I do really like it, but I guess I find it a bit overrated. Even still, there is plenty to enjoy in this movie. For one thing, I like the reason behind Godzilla's existence. It's certainly nothing truly original, but it works. I also love the various forms of Godzilla as he evolves. His first appearance in this movie, while a bit silly, is highly memorable. It's the eyes. Those damn eyes. But once Godzilla gets evolving, man, this film flies off the hinges. This might be one of the weirdest Godzilla films, and I don't mean that in a bad way. Ironically, despite not having too complex of a human story, Shin Godzilla has to feature the most dialogue in any Godzilla movie ever. The script for this must have been huge. It's like these characters belong in a Japanese version of Gilmore Girls. So much chatting. They should have put a counter on the bottom of the screen as a special feature for every time a character says the word Gojira. I'm glad I unexpectedly watched the English dubbed version of Shin Godzilla, because had I watched it in its original Japanese language, I would have been doing a lot of reading. Not that there's anything wrong with reading subtitles, of course, but sometimes I just want to watch a movie and enjoy the visuals. With all of the dialogue in this one, it probably would have been rough. As far as the story goes, it's fairly straightforward. A cabinet is formed when a mysterious monster appears. Social media captures the footage as the emergency cabinet meets to discuss their options. Initially, they believe it will not be a threat, thinking its massive weight will crush it if it comes on land. But as it emerges from the ocean, they learn they were very wrong. Godzilla smashes his way through Tokyo, destroying buildings and taking lives. As he continues to stomp around their stomping grounds, the cabinet must decide what to do. As they put each plan into action, it only angers Godzilla, and he returns in various forms. Of course, they refer to him as Gojira. Gojira, 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 Gojira. Yes, they say that word a lot. I mean, it's ridiculous. It's almost as, if not more relentless than Godzilla himself. But for me personally, it is the evolution of the monster in Shin Godzilla that is the highlight. Seeing how different he looks and his capabilities with each transformation is really cool. By the end, he seems nearly impossible to defeat in his final form. That's the part of Shin Godzilla that's awesome for me. The carnage. Others rely more on the human elements in these films, while Shin Godzilla relies on the title character. Admittedly, it is pretty great at times, but I stand by what I said, and I did find it to be a bit overrated. Regardless, it is absolutely worth watching, especially if you're a fan of Godzilla. While I may not agree, I can definitely understand why some have it rated so highly in the franchise. I get why people love it, and I'm glad they do. Have you seen Shin Godzilla? If so, what do you think of it? Comment below and let me know. Of course, please be sure to check out Jason's video to see which Godzilla movie he reviews for Monthly Theme Thursday. Which one will I review next? Check back next week to find out. Until then, remember, physical media matters. Thanks for watching, guys. Hit that thumbs up and be kind. Subscribe.